have to look up there.
Oh, okay.
Not there.
Okay.
You have to look there. We have a new camera.
Look at this.
Look at that. I'm excited to see how it plays out. I have hours on the SD card and a fully charged camera as well as a battery pack on it. So I shouldn't have to change the battery.
Yeah. And
I shouldn't have to start and stop. Now I don't know if it's going to cut us off if there's a time limit thingy.
Well, it didn't at the destash.
Well, it was connected as a webcam.
Oh.
So this is using it as a camera.
Okay.
To record.
Okay. I don't know stuff about stuff.
Well, I know very little about stuff, so I'm trying to learn. However, I think the picture quality is excellent.
It's amazing. I can't believe how wide the view is.
Yeah.
It's
And I even have something extra that I could clip on it that would give us even just a little bit more.
wow.
But I figured we'd try it with this for today. You can see almost our entire model wall behind us, which is really super cool.
And I keep not looking at the. I keep looking.
Oh,
at the
me
screen
too. Actually,
and not
yeah.
the
Actually, I think I'm
camera.
doing the same thing. Yeah. So we
Okay.
have to look at the up.
Yeah.
At the up. The
Okay.
camera
It's
and
like
not
2
the
inches higher than the
the
screen.
viewfinder. And the screen is smaller, but
Yeah.
I think it's clearer. Would you
I
agree?
think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is going to be retraining the brain.
I know. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So, and I think the microphone in the camera is decent enough. It comes with a separate microphone, but I've been using it on my daily videos without, and I think it's decent.
Okay.
We'll know. We'll record a 2-hour video, and then I'll go to edit it, and I'll be like, whoops.
Okay.
How
Right.
I have been using it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I know it'll be good.
Okay,
It'll be
good.
fine.
Good.
I have things to show.
Okay. Good.
I have lots of things
Excellent.
to show.
That'll make up for my lack of stuff to show.
Well, the thing is that I have lots of things that I get to show you, right? So
that's great.
That's good. I have a little bit of admin stuff to take care of first before we get into the nitty gritty. First, Holiday Countdown 2026 is not releasing today.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. We have told a few people that we were doing it today. It was scheduled to be today. However, I have requested a little bit of a slowdown, a little bit of a pause, because there are a few other things that I wanted to take care of first. Well, first thing being the next project in the Smallathon series, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So the release date for the pre-orders for this year's countdown are going, see, I keep looking at that screen instead of that.
Also, this is Caroline.
Oh, hi. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you the date, and then we'll introduce ourselves. February 23rd. This is chaos today.
Yeah. We're off the rails.
February 23rd, Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the pre-orders for the Modern Folk Embroidery Roxy Floss Co. That's her. She's Kerri. And Evertote, Caroline, that's me. Our collaboration for the Holiday Countdown 2026 is going to happen on Monday, February 23rd at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when we begin our pre-sales for the box. So I can give you a hint. The title of this year's countdown is Do Re Mi. And that's your clue. That's your clue. And Jacob is doing up a graphic that we will share with you on the 23rd when the launch goes live. And yeah, we're pretty excited about it. It's going to be great. If you are attending Stitch North this spring up here in Ontario, Canada, specifically Brampton, Ontario, Canada is where we hold our retreat. We have 2 retreats in the spring. They are both full. And our collaborative designer for this retreat for the spring is Diana Bloom Designs. Diana Bloom Designs. And so the spring retreat, we usually, Evertote and Roxy Floss Co. work with a designer to have like a retreat collaboration And then our October retreat is more a designer focus only retreat. And this year in October, it's Teresa Vanette, Kitten Stitcher. So we do still have space available in our October retreat with Teresa, but our spring retreats are full. We do have a wait list. If you're interested, you can email hannah@evertote.ca if you'd like to be placed on the wait list. So we always do pre-orders for the special kits and designs that we offer for Stitch North. And those pre-orders are going to go live on February 19th so that we have enough time to prepare everything for the retreats. And so Kerri and Hannah and I will do a separate video all about those items on the 19th. We'll have that loaded in case you're coming and you'd like to see what we've got. Fabric and floss clubs and bag clubs. Kerri, Roxy Floss,
yeah,
and Evertote. We have subscription clubs that we send out every other month. So every 2 months we do clubs. This month, February, was a club month, and because they're only every 2 months, we extend the deadline for you to place an order for a club until about now. So if you would still like to join and receive February's club, the deadline for getting your order in is by Monday the 16th by 9 a.m. 9 a.m. sharp, we're going to cut off club sales, and then the next clubs won't ship until the beginning of April. And so we have floss is pretty much prepped. We have enough floss to go. If you would like a fabric club, we may need to dye some more if we're running out of a count, but it's literally just a few days.
Yeah.
So it might take us a week to get out a February club. However, you are still able to join for the February shipment if you wish. I am participating in a fundraiser for the Canadian Cancer Society, and it is it's technically a knitting fundraiser, but I'm stitching instead. And I'm posting daily short videos over on my other YouTube channel, which is Off the Grid Needle Arts, like really super short daily videos. I'm trying to pick daily goals and accomplish them. I have a fundraising page. My friend Ellen, Maximum Cross Stitch, is also on my team, as is my friend Martha. And we have raised just over $2,000 Canadian.
Yay.
I know.
That's amazing.
I know. So we have a goal of $2,500 Canadian, and I think we're gonna get there. So
Excellent.
I will leave a link to my fundraising page in the description box below. Yay! Okay. So where to start? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So I have shared this a few times now, but I'm sharing it again because I haven't shared it here on a Flosstube. I guess I did with Ellen. I did with Ellen last week. I'm going to show it again because I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it. So I finished
Amazing.
Love Letters by Jacob, Modern Folk Embroidery.
Just in time.
Just in time. So I wanted to finish this before February 14th because that's when I'm going to start the Smallathon project, which is also our collaboration with Jacob this year. I'll put in a screen cap here of the design this year. It's amazing. I am stitching the 4-color version, and I will be starting that on the 14th. So I wanted to finish this one first. This is 28 count Love Bug even weave, and my floss is Pinot Noir. And I love it. The color's pretty good, hey?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's great. And it switches focus very quickly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm really pleased. So this camera was a recommendation from Hannah through her husband Dan. Both Hannah and Dan, a couple of smarty pants. So Hannah suggested this particular camera, and I'm telling you, I've been super impressed. It's been great. So ta-da!
Like we don't have to move our melons anymore.
I know.
That's amazing.
Right?
I need to see this.
Yeah. Look at how good
Okay.
this is.
So hold it
See?
up again.
Okay, now watch.
And
Like-
look at
like
all of our
it
melons are in
doesn't-
the screen.
It's still focused. Look at how focused it is.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it doesn't lose focus.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That is
And
pretty
there's
cool.
No melon gymnastics.
No melon gymnastics trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Another thing I really like about this camera, and it's maybe not useful for you at this moment for what you're doing, but you can actually pick it up and move it around, and it has like a self-stabilizing feature.
Yeah,
Okay.
the camera has a gimbal on it, so it follows your face.
Yeah. So you could go like off-road.
You could totally
Biking.
go off-road and it would follow you, and it would keep it stable.
I was thinking more
Mhm.
for like, Stitch North going around.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
So not going on your bicycle.
Not
I don't think Caroline's doing any off-road mountain biking anytime soon, or maybe ever.
That's
That would
unfortunate.
be really out of character.
Okay.
accurate.
It would be out of character for any of us, probably in this building,
That's
to
probably
do
true.
any off-road mountain biking.
That might have been a
I mean, I don't know
stretch.
what Alani does in his spare time,
No.
but
That is true. Well, yes, accurate. However, Stitch North, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, one more peek because it's epic. Epically good. And so because I can show you this is the difference between Love Bug even weave and Love Bug linen, because we're often asked, and
I find the pinks are one of the ones where they're actually the most.
they are probably
same.
some of the closer. So this is the linen and this is the even weave.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit lighter, but the tone is there and it's pretty darn close.
Mhm. Pretty reliable.
Yeah. So
And the floss looks so good.
I love it. It's got that really pretty, just small pop of brighter variegation in there.
I've actually been like going through a phase where I really like that floss lately, and when people ask for suggestions, I just
Pinot Noir all the way.
keep suggesting it. I've been suggesting Pinot Noir on whiskey, Pinot Noir on
Oh.
lemon
Oh,
fog.
Yeah.
Whiskey. That's
Like
nice.
I'm like,
Yeah.
put it on everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it on everything. Eat it on your toast for breakfast. Yeah, no,
Steep
it's
it into a
gorgeous.
tea.
Steep it into a
Mhm.
tea. That's beautiful.
Nice.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen this.
Well, I have seen it on your desk and I've peeked.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
all right. Bird and Berry Tart. This is a chart by Emily of Blueberry Ridge, and my friend Neil stitched a little model for us here so that we could have a Roxy version, and then he also made the frame for
Wow.
it.
He's such an overachiever.
He literally made the frame,
Yeah.
every single bit. He carved it. It's made out of a single piece of cherry that he carved into this amazing. First, okay, look at the stitching. It's beautiful. So this is biscuit, 28 count Roxy Floss Co biscuit with Hannah's floss conversion. It's such a sweet chart. And then look at the frame. He made this piece separately and attached it to the front of this frame that he made. It's sanded. It's like smooth as a baby's butt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. So the combination is just, it's a really special treasure. And he gifted it to me. So I feel very,
Beautiful.
very lucky. Yeah. And look at that stitching. I mean, the colors in there are so good. Just little strawberries, the
Yeah.
little strawberry out of the bird's beak. Oh yeah, so good. Okay, so that's that. And then I also picked up my Artsy Housewife,
Mm-hmm.
Weeds and Wildflowers.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Look at that.
I love it with the matting.
Right?
I brought mine up just because
Oh,
we
yeah.
both did
We did
We
a
both-
similar style
similar,
gold frame.
yeah.
Yours is upside down.
there we go. Wait, with the mat and without the mat.
Oh, look. They're so
Yeah.
beautiful.
I love yours with the matting.
And I love yours without. Like, they're just both different, but so pretty.
Yeah.
Hey, we match.
Yeah.
We both did 40 count. Did we?
I
No,
think
you did. You did 36? What did you do? No, you did.
I did 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
think
both
so.
did 40. There.
Yeah.
So we match. We're twins. It's an artsy housewife design. We celebrated my big 5-0 with this chart, and we both finished it. 40 count Roxy Floss Co buttercup linen and the called for flosses.
Nice.
Ta-da! Yeah, that was so good. Okay, I have one more finish. You're not going to expect this one. This one's going to be a surprise. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Ta-da!
Amazing.
So I know this is just one band of the Modern Folk Embroidery 2026 SAL called Little Acorns. And I have finished the top band. And I am about to turn it into a pillow. And with the magic of editing, I am going to insert a little video of the actual finish right here. Because as soon as we're done recording this, I'm going to go and finish it. So the three colors that I used were craisins, which is the darkest color, the darkest, it's kind of a reddish peachish brown. And then Garden Party is the medium tone, and then Let It Be is the
Steely blue.
the steely dark blue. Yeah. And it is lead, not let, because as you know, Hannah's the master of puns. We all like a good pun here. Let It Be is the dark color. So it's done. This was my first project. I have divided Jacob's chart into 6 smaller projects. I'm not stitching everything in the chart. Where does my chart go? There it is. I'm not stitching absolutely everything in the chart, but by the time I'm done, I will have stitched most of it and turned them into small projects. So I've kitted up in the shop this exact quilting cotton and 3 skeins of floss as the sort of mini kit. So if you want to do this project along with me, this piece of cotton is enough to do a pillow for any count of fabric, because you can fit that top band on a wide 1/8 of 28 count or even 14 count Aida. And this is also a wide 1/8 of quilting cotton. So it will work. Now, obviously, if you're doing it on a bigger count, like 28 or 14, you're going to need more floss. That's what I wanted to remember to say. The 3 skeins of floss is not going to be enough, probably, for 28 count. It's dicey. I suspect you might not have quite enough floss, particularly the Garden Party. I think Garden Party had the most stitches. And if you're looking for how I knew where to put the colors where, there is a mock-up of this this band on the listing for the Small-a-thon Kit. You can see it. There's a photo right there that shows where I put what colors. So, but if you're doing 2 strands, you may want to get a couple of extra, not a couple of extra, one of each of the skeins of floss as insurance, just in case. So that leads me to project 2. So let me tell you about project 2 first. We put out a video late last year, I think, about how, like, what the plans kind of were.
Yeah.
Loosely. I'm already starting to go off book. So the plans that I made then are not necessarily the plans that I'm actually going to follow through with, because at the time, the way that my brain works, I start to see things differently, or I have an idea and then that idea morphs into something different. So while I was stitching month 1, I kept thinking, project 2 is a needle book. It's going to be a needle book. And then I went back and I watched the video, and Project 2 was not a needle book. And in fact, it wasn't even the colors I was thinking it was going to be. So I'm like, well, now I have it in my head. And I did say in the video that plans could change. And I heard myself say it. So I'm like, okay, I did say that.
Permission granted.
I'm locking in. So Project 2 is going to involve a little bit of manipulation here, but it is going to involve stitching an entire band 3 times, 2 different bands. So this band at the very bottom, we're going to stitch that. And then we're going to stitch this band with the 3 groups of birds. And then we're going to come back down here and we're going to stitch this band again, but we're going to stitch it upside down so that we have the 2 bands like this and then the birds in the middle. Okay? We're going to stitch
But wait,
it.
that's not all.
But wait, that's not all. I'm going to use biscuit linen. I'm going to stitch it on 40 count. Okay, I'm going to stitch it on 40 count biscuit. I'm going to use these 3 flosses. Okay, so we have autumnal, spruced up. Do I have that right? Yeah, that's spruced up, and this is duck spruce. Okay, all right, now, are you ready? Because I know I have the vision in my head, but I knew I was going to have to do some math to make this work. And I knew that if I was going to have to try to convince you that you would want to do this with me, I would have to show you what it was going to look like when it was done. So Matt and I, over the last couple of days, did a little mock-up so you can see, because I've chosen the fabric to go with it. So are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ta-da! Okay, so this is the cotton. This is the quilting cotton. See that pattern there? And you can see what I've done. I've just sewn a mock-up piece of linen in the center so you can see this is where your stitching is going to go. Okay? And then we have a band of quilting cotton that is attached to our sewing. And I've just used a button out of my button collection. The kit is not going to come with a button. You're going to have to pick your own button, and it won't come with a little bit of ribbon. You can make any kind of closure on this that you want. You don't even have to put a closure on it. And then on the inside, ta-da! See this? We made a pocket. And so the kit is going to include both of these fabrics. This outer one, this inner one, a piece of fusible fleece, and some cotton bat for the pages on the inside of your book. Now, if you have a home machine, this is very simple, very, very simple. If you do not have a home sewing machine, I believe that you can make this with a hand sewn seam. You might just not have the you can bind this on the inside, or you can just sew it right through with a straight stitch, just like the sewing machine does. There's no reason why you can't do that. It will just take you longer, that's all. Okay? We are going to do a small tutorial video to show you how we put this together in March. So this project is going to go from March through April. So the goal is to have a completed project at the end of April. Now, I should point out one thing that's on this model. You're going to see there's a seam at the back. See that seam? Just ignore that, okay? We did that because I wanted to switch out the type of, we started with felt, and for this project, I couldn't get felt inexpensively enough and without doing it without a lot of waste to cut it down to the size. So that's why we're using the cotton bat instead of felt. So we removed the felt that we'd used for the tester and then sewed the new batting on, and that's why there's a seam outside. When we do this project with our stitching, we're going to attach this before we attach the back to the front. So there won't be this seam running through your stitching, okay? So imagine those 3 colors. There's your stitching in the center of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good.
And the color of this fabric is close, but there's biscuit. So this project will work with 40 count. It will look exactly like this with 40 count. It will also work with 36 count, but you will have less fabric showing on the outside of your border of your needle book. Mm-hmm. It will also work with 20 count Aida. 20 count Aida should look exactly like this. 18 count Aida will look like 36 count linen. You'll have less of a border. If you like 2 strands of floss on 18 count Aida, you should get 3 extra skeins of floss. What's in the kit will not be enough for 2 strands of floss over 2. Same with 36 count. If you want 2 strands of floss, get extra floss. This is enough for 1 over 2. Mm-hmm. So those are the counts it will work on. And of course, 46 count as well. You could do it on 46 count, but again, you'd have to, it would be smaller and you would bring this in a 1/2 inch. So you, actually 46 count, you would just have more of a fabric border. So it's up to you. You could stitch an extra border around the outside. That would work. So that's
fantastic.
Project number 2.
Yeah.
Smallathon. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I am probably going to get started on the stitching in a couple weeks. I'm going to wait until closer to March before I begin the stitching. At least now I know what the finish is going to look like. So we're ready. And then
That's awesome.
you just wrap if you put a little button on it, you just add the ribbon and you're done. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I will put a link to the kit in the description box below. What the kit includes is a piece of fusible fleece, cotton batting for the interior, the quilting cotton, these 2 patterned fabrics, this and the peach pink on the inside, and 3 skeins of floss. You will still need the pattern and whatever fabric you want. So that will be what you'll be getting. And that way we can keep it standard for everyone. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I'm very excited about this. I dreamt about this. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. What have you got?
Like what have I been working on?
Yeah, what have you been working on?
I haven't been stitching a lot, but when I can stitch, I've been working on my little squirrel buddy in the oak leaves by Diana Bloom. And I was really hoping for a page finish, but that didn't really materialize. But I did do quite a bit of one little leaf, so I'm happy.
That looks so good.
Yeah. So I got quite a bit of this little leaf done. Had to get a little bit creative with some counting, but yeah, plugging along on this.
Dealer's choice.
That's right. Still looks like a leaf, so I'm happy.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, he's been keeping me company.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
32 count arrowroot.
Arrowroot, 2 threads.
And Diana's called for Roxy Flosses.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Her blue jay is so good. And the cardinals for this month.
Amazing.
Yeah. Diana has, if you're a bird lover and you've seen Diana's bird charts kicking around, she has an amazing Patreon where she does a bird of the month, and they are just wonderful.
Yeah,
they're wonderful. So, spoiler alert, the theme for Stitch North this spring is birds.
Yeah.
And
she may have given a little sneak peek on her.
She gave us
Flosstube.
Yes, and also on the Stitch North Facebook group as well. She shared a sneak peek. It's going to be really, really good. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, so that small was the majority of what I've been working on. I shared on the Flosstube that I did with Ellen last week the other little goals that I had this month. I finished the butterfly on the Jeanette Douglas vintage. Oh my gosh. It's Vintage Flowers? Vintage Flowers
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
That's it. Vintage Flowers 2.
Yeah.
I finished the butterfly. It's so good. And then I finished my love letters.
Yeah.
So what I think that means is, you know, there's going to be a new start in my future.
Nice.
However, Ellen just came and spent almost a week here, and
That was a treat.
it was.
She should do that way more often.
I think so too.
Like maybe every second week.
Like maybe every second week. I agree. Her chair is right there.
Yeah.
It's ready for her. So when she comes, she tends to either work on the projects that she's started for me here, or she starts some new things. So she started 2 new things, but I'll tell you about those in a bit. We had 2 new releases while she was here, as well as her working on all of this other stitching. So let me show you those first. We just released Queen Charlotte. Look at that.
I love the beads on this. That's so nice.
So Ellen gives really clear instructions in her book where she purchased her beads from, and it is stitched and kitted up with Roxy Floss. And as you can see, the skirt is full of just amazing stitch work. And one of the sections here, right here, this is the woven stitch. And if you're over on our Patreon, I did a very poor, I wouldn't even call it a tutorial. I filmed Ellen teaching me how to do the woven stitch. I can't call it a tutorial because the camera was all over the place, and it was like I watched it back and I'm like, this is terrible. Why did I should have put my Q-snap in a frame to hold it steady, because of course the camera was so close and the fabric was wiggling. Doesn't take much to have the fabric wiggle, but you get the idea of how to do it. It's very, very simple and so effective. So actually, because I think this counts as stitching that I've done. Look at that.
It's so beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
So effective. Yeah.
May I interrupt you for one moment?
You may. Just hang on a sec. Because I'll lose I'll lose it. It'll be gone from my head. There's the woven stitch right there. Look at that. I did that all by myself. Well, okay, Ellen did stitch the cross stitches in there. However, you should give it a try because it's so fun. All right, there. Thread emergency. We've sorted the thread emergency. Okay, yeah. 10 out of 10 for how fun that was to do. It was a little tricky to make sure that you got your needle in the right place, but once you understood where the needle had to go, very easy. And the effect, incredible.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. So this chart, this design is now available. And funny story, because if you get this chart, you're going to see the thread list has medallion on it. You think, well, medallion is a gold color.
Yeah.
Where the heck is the medallion? And then you see there's only 2 stitches of medallion. And then you're like, did Ellen make a mistake? No. Oh no, there are 2 stitches of medallion. They are the beak of the swan. So needless to say, we did not include medallion in the thread pack. You can use whatever floss you want for those 2 little teeny tiny over 1 stitches for the beak of the swan. The just a little plug here for what's coming up on Patreon, because this is actually going to be, if I know him, it's going to be really good. The headpiece, the hair, is all French knots. And our friend Ryan McGuy is the one who did all of those French knots for Ellen, because, well, we all know what Ellen thinks about French knots. So Ryan did those French knots, and he is going to film a French knot tutorial, and that is going to be part of one of our workshop vlogs on the Patreon channel in a couple of weeks.
It's amazing.
And so, yeah, I'm excited about that. And so that'll be an exclusive little video there from Ryan over on our Patreon. And yeah, his French knots are absolutely, like, they're just beautiful. He's very precise, very careful, and they're just beautiful. And yeah, the beads just add that little bit.
Yeah.
So this queen joins our other queens in Ellen's series. We have, oh lordy, my head, Elizabeth, Anne, and Mary.
Yeah.
And now we have Charlotte. So it might be time to binge some Bridgerton this coming weekend, I think. Now, wait, there's more. Oops. Along with Charlotte, Ellen released the most beautifully delicate sampler I think I've ever seen. And this is Philadelphia Smith. And this is Buckingham Palace. And it's, of course, back then when Queen Charlotte would have been there. It was called the Queen's Palace. Isn't it? I mean, look at it. It's absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful. It's so delicate and pretty. There's light pinks, light blues in and amongst, you know, the little flower border motifs, a little bit of blue in here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I think there's a tiny little bit of over one. Yeah, there, 2 letters. 2 little letters are over one. Other than that, sorry, I don't believe there's any other specialty stitch in here. It's just full cross. So you could even leave those 2 little letters out. It says tooth instead of second, and the TH are over one. There. Isn't that beautiful? I cannot get over the focus on this camera.
Yeah.
That's a great sampler. Oh, it's just so beautiful. So, if you're a fan of Brenda and Laura, I believe that Laura's going to be stitching this. I'm pretty sure she's going to be sharing it on their Flosstube this coming weekend. So, yeah, oh, it's so beautiful.
I love how delicate it is.
Yes.
With the yellows.
Yeah.
Pale yellows.
Yeah, gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. Okay, so while she was here, and this is kind of, I like to think now that this is a tradition, that when Ellen's here, she works on projects that she starts, models for me, and then she leaves them here for me to either pick away at, or the next time she comes, she chooses one of them and does a little bit more stitching on it.
How convenient.
I know. They're just here waiting for her. And then she also goes and chooses a couple of new projects to start. So I think she likes coming here. I do think she likes coming here. This one, I kid you not, I don't know that she's a huge fan of these colors, but they are my jam. So Ellen, if you're watching, I am now officially taking this project over from you. She was going to stitch the one half and I was going to stitch the other, but these are my colors. I have wanted to stitch this one for so long. This is Rebecca Stewart, 1836 by Needle Made Designs. And I saw the original reproduction of Linda's at the attic, and I met Linda as well at the same time, and I just fell in love with this sampler. So this is our Hannah conversion, Roxy Floss conversion on, I think it's speculoos. Whatever the color is, the called for in the listing is what this is. And here's where Ellen finished up to when she was here. She was working on this for quite a few days. Yeah. And so the border, you know, she was mentioning the border is because it's a lot, right? It's a lot
Yeah.
of stitching in the border. But she says once you get into the rhythm of the border, it's actually very, very simple. You can just carry your threads. And there are a couple of places where there's an unexpected color change. So you do have to look at the chart. You do have to double check your chart for where those few switches are. But once you get into the rhythm of stitching that border, it's quite simple. Those colors.
Mm-hmm.
Those really are my colors. Just love them so much. Just beautiful. And she's stitching this, well now I'm stitching this on 36 count. One strand over.
One strand.
Yeah. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's so pretty. Let me fold it up.
Yeah, the border
Here.
looks very intense.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
but very rhythmic,
Mhm.
right? And you can see here where the color shifted.
Yeah.
So you can see right there. Change of color in the flower from here. So Rebecca Stewart, 1836. And I'll give a little plug for the Patreon destash. It was epic.
It was crazy.
It was epic.
Yeah.
We had our first big destash on Patreon, and it was last Saturday for 2 hours.
It was unexpected.
It was like 2 hours went like that, and we didn't even get to. So we're going to do Big Destash Part 2 on February 28th, which is the last Saturday of the month. It's going to be at the same time, 10 a.m. And we're going to then do what we didn't get to in the first destash, which is all of the charts that I had available for 50% off. We had kind of toyed with the idea of having the Patreon destash be kind of our testing ground to then hopefully sometime in the future maybe do slightly more general open destashes. However, what we've learned from doing this is that it can very, very quickly become very overwhelming, and keeping it small and a little bit limited keeps it fun and manageable, because the work involved, first of all, to set it up, and then the work involved to run it, and the post work to collect all of the orders together, get everybody invoiced, and then wait for everybody to pay, make sure that everybody pays before we then ship it out. It's fairly complex. And so keeping it over on Patreon, I know some people are not going to be very happy with that. But it's basically like a $5 entry fee. We have subscriptions that are $5 US a month. You can join, you can unsubscribe at any time. So it's basically, we're going to run a much smaller monthly destash on Patreon, and that's going to be included in the $5 tier. And that's going to take the place of one of the workshop vlogs. So the $5 tier gets the access to, we do a Flosstube on that page, as well as the destash. And it was a lot of fun.
It was.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot overwhelming, but still super fun at the same time. There were 5 of us there. Ellen and my friend Kathy, Hannah, Kerri, and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And all 5 of us were going for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it was like lightning rounds. Super fun. So we've learned some things from the first time. So I think that, the process will just keep getting better and better. So I will have all of the charts that we talked about for our destash. There is also I will also do a preview video of what we will have for the destash. And so then and I will make that a free video so that you can decide if you would like to pay the $5 to join the destash sale. I think that's fair, right? Because if you don't know what we're going to be selling, well, then I don't think it's fair. You should have to pay an entry fee.
Sure.
So I will make sure that we do a live, we'll probably do a live, but it'll be pre-recorded. Anybody can watch it. You'll see what we'll have, and then you can decide whether or not to join. And it will be scheduled, so you'll know exactly what time the destash will start. So the video that we did for this previous destash, at the end, I showed which charts we're going to have. And those are the same charts that we're going to be selling off on the 28th. In addition to those charts, the bags that I showed that were also 50% off, I have more of almost all of those. So I will probably have in between 5 to 10 more of each of those bag sets that we sold off on the first Saturday. And I will include those on this next destash as well. So the charts that we have are 50% off. The bag sets that we have are also 50% off. That's the 28th February, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's it. This is the floss pack for that Rebecca Stewart. Oh, and I got onto that because Rebecca Stewart, I have 15 or 20 of those charts for 50% off. So I'm telling you that now in case you really loved that, so that you know it's coming.
Mm-hmm. It's a really nice palette.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty. So the charts are 50% off, and everything else is not. We sold off all of the fabric and floss that we had for this month. There will be more next month. So I wanted to show you the other couple of pieces that she started before, because I am now also taking these over, because it was really fun watching Ellen just get to kit up whatever she wanted, right? And so, and frankly, when I see her stitch these, I then am like, but I want to stitch that. So each of us kind of gets to the best of both worlds, right? So Ellen, I'm also officially taking over these next two projects. This is 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. This is An Orchard Invisible, Fanny Crompton, 1833. It's beautiful. From our friend Leanne, 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. And here is Ellen's start. We have a whole stack of new linens to show you today as well, and I keep eyeing them. I'm like, oh, those are so good, and they are. A stack of linen is a bit heavy. Okay, so here's Fanny. Here she is. Ellen got a good start, and this is going to require some long swirl rods because she is
really
wide. Now this is a full quarter. I'm probably going to cut this down to the actual size, but I love the colors in here, and I love stitching alphabets. You've got to start that Paris green. I really want to see those colors.
Yeah, I'm having some difficulties with the accessibility of the chart.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
gotcha. Because you need the
I need it digitized.
Right. And Leanne does not do PDFs.
No.
Sometimes that's a challenge, right?
Yeah.
You know, so, oh, I love it. I love it. So
Is your phone buried on this table?
It
must
is.
Be. Okay. That was your phone.
It was my phone.
Okay.
And the new Apple update,
I don't like it.
I really like it.
Oh, do you?
Certain features.
Okay.
It now screens my calls if it doesn't recognize the number.
Oh, really?
It screens the call and it asks them to identify themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has completely cut down on my spam calls.
Interesting.
I'm not mad about it.
Okay.
In the good way.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, then I love this one so much. This is Granny's Garden in Friendship's name. So, I mean, it's kind of perfect. that Ellen started it, and I'm going to finish it. It's so good. So we did this. Hannah chose the most perfect linen for this. This is grunge. This is grunge. And here's the start.
Oh, it's so tiny.
It is very small.
Wow.
It's very, very small. Yeah, I mean, look. So here, that's the full chart. See that? There's the little border. And that's it right there. And here, look at these colors. This is what, like, the fun stuff is going to be happening soon. These colors are absolutely beautiful. So it's not overly huge. It fits on an 1/8. This is 36 count. It fits on an 1/8 easily. And yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be just beautiful. I'm excited about this one. So it's time. Ellen, you may have noticed I've ironed them out. So I'm going to put them on scroll rods so that I can get to them. So a few weeks ago, Ellen designed a free chart, and we shared it on our Instagram. She shared it on her Instagram. I'm not going to show you the color version of the chart because this is really, you could stitch this in whatever colors you want. It's a free chart, and it's called Go Show Love. And we do suggest a donation to the Washburn organization in Minnesota. It is a mental health, community-led mental health based service available for children. So it is available over on Ellen's website, which is www.maximumcrossstitch.com. I started this piece. And as Hannah will tell you, because every time she would walk into my room here, she would laugh. I am stitching this with a wide array of leftover flosses that, I mean, I had a ton of, this was Honey Thief leftovers.
Oh, yeah.
This was leftover Christmas Countdown 2024. And this was leftover from a Annie Oakley pin drum that Gwyneth stitched. So I love all of the colors on here, so I'm going to just go crazy. And as you can see, this is one of the first bags I ever made.
I was going to say, it's
Yeah.
a big bag.
These are coming soon. Not this particular pattern, but the bags for 11 by 17 Q snaps are coming soon. Hopefully by the end of the month. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Ready. Oh, you're still in the same place.
So it's not accusatory. You. It's of course going to be the word your. I started in the middle. I have no idea what the fabric is. It was in my leftover bin of stuff. It was probably an off dye lot of panettone, maybe in the winter that didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? It's 40 count, and I love it. So I also have my Love Thy Neighbor. I really want to get back to that as well. The modern folk embroidery one. So I just saw it the other day. I'm like, oh yeah. It's time to.
So much stuff. Too little time.
I know. But I feel like I've picked my game back up this year. And I feel for me, like setting those little goals has been really helpful. I don't know that before I would have actually focused on that little Acorns thing and finished it.
Right.
If I hadn't said very publicly, this is my goal. And it was ridiculous. I held it up and I had like this much done. This is over on the other channel. I had this much done. And I said, oh yeah, this is 2 or 3 days. And it was Danielle wrote and left me a comment. She's like, that has like 3,500 stitches in it. And I'm like, yeah, well, yeah. You should keep in mind that I did that on 46 count linen. So I'm going to show you again because I think that deserves its own little appreciation
Yeah,
for the
for
fact
sure.
this is 46 count linen.
Yeah.
So of course it's tiny,
Yeah.
and you think you're going to be done in 2 days, but no,
It's deceiving.
it is very deceiving. There's like 3,500 stitches in there. Maybe it's 3,300, whatever. There's a lot of stitches in there. And so it took me from I can't remember which day it was that I started it exclusively, either the 5th or the 6th of February. And last night is when I finished it on the 11th. So let's say it was the 5th, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 7 days. So it took
And
me
exclusively.
exclusively.
Wow.
The only other thing I did was knit 2 rows on Sarah's Afghan.
Wow.
Other than that, all my stitching time was spent on this. And you know what? I loved it. Because in my head, I was like, this is what I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
And every day I have to prove my progress, like
Yeah.
prove, right? And it was so fun, but it was also manageable.
Yeah.
Just like I stitched the butterfly, and that was it. It was just a tiny little goal, totally achievable, did it. So I'm going to keep it up. I'm
Great.
going to keep it up. So if nobody wants to watch my daily videos, that's fine. I'm going to just keep doing it because it's helping.
No, I think that's great.
I'm loving it because it's helping me focus.
Good.
Okay.
This is your adopt-a-whip.
I adopted a whip from Ellen because she did not like this one, and it wasn't the pattern she didn't like. It was the project, the fact that it was 2 strands of floss on 36 count, and she thinks actually that this might have been the partial cause of her hand pain.
Too much tension.
So I love this piece, and for me, this gives me an absolutely perfect visual to show you both versions. So this is the Magic and Everything from Ellen. She has the PDFs available on her website, and we sell the physical copies. There are 2 versions of this design. There's this version with the Love Bug linen, and here's Ellen's.
And this is 36?
That's 36,
Wow.
yeah. So you can see she got pretty far, and she just wasn't loving it. I said,
Yeah.
you know what? You need to give that to me. You know what I find hilarious? Look at how she cut her fabric. Like, I'm quite certain there were embroidery scissors involved, and
or kitchen shears.
and just like zip, 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 zip. She wanted it off kitchen shears. Yeah. I think that's funny. Ellen, I'll serge it, okay? But look at how pretty that is.
Yeah.
Okay, now you hold that up. So that's the version that's on Love Bug. And here's mine, the one that I started. 1 strand of floss over 2 on 36. And this is on Powder Puff, which is the super pale pink linen. Beautiful. Look at those. So now I have 2. And I'm also not mad about that either, because they're so fun. I love this little chart. These are so fun, these squares in here, and I love this color version, and I love this color version. So now I have the best of both worlds. Ellen's top leg of her stitch goes the opposite direction to mine. I'm sometimes asked about that because it is, I think some people know that she does that. I am not switching it. I'm not switching the way I stitch. Any project of hers that I'm working on, I'm stitching the way that I stitch because
that'd be nice.
it pleases me to know which ones were her stitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I love these. I love these. They're really, really good. So, I know, right?
Looks like an angry rabbit. Chewed that off.
That's so funny.
An angry bunny.
Yeah. Okay, so I think there's Rebecca Stewart. And I showed you that, and I showed you all of that. Okay, so I have some plans. This weekend, I need to work on my 1897 stitch along projects.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on To Thine Own Self Be True, as well as Ella's Topham. The models that you see on the wall are the originals, and I am stitching Leanne's charts with our Roxy conversion. And this Ella's Topham has a small as well, if you want to join in with me. Just that middle section, she has charted that with the berry bowls filled in. If you want to stitch the whole sampler and you want the berry bowls filled in, if you purchase the entire sampler, then you message me and I can email you the PDF that has the filled in berry bowls. So this weekend, I'm going to be working on both of these so that I can make sure that, and I have much more work to do on Ella's. My To Thine Own Self Be True is actually, I've gotten a nice chunk done on that. So I'm probably going to focus more on this piece, and I'm going to be sharing photos on my Instagram page, which is at Evertotes, probably in both my stories and hopefully on my grid as well. Your Instagram is
Roxy.floss.
at Roxy.Floss Co.
Yeah.
Right. So there we go. I'm going to work on those this weekend. And it's family day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I am not spending it with my family. I know. So every winter in February, if the ice is thick enough up north, my family strap on snowshoes and they snowshoe over the ice to our cottage. We have an off-grid cabin that is on Georgian Bay. It has that the little island, the little plots of land on the island have been in my husband's family since the late 1960s. And my husband built us a very small cabin on the island that is on the next plot from where his parents' cottage is. And so my kids have grown up there. John grew up there. And so the kids don't know any different and they have no fear. I have fear. But that tends to be my personality. Like, I don't really love flying. I don't love boats. In fact, I hate boats. And I know there is irony there. I get it. Because we are on an island, you need to be on a boat to get to the island. It's a whole thing. However, this weekend, the ice is absolutely perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the ice is so thick. It's a perfect weekend to go. And what happens is generally there's a group of friends, like the surrounding neighbors up there. We've all known each other for a very long time. And so the text email chain starts going, you know, I'm going up this weekend. Does anybody else want to go? So they've gathered a group of them. They all arrive at around the same time and they all snowshoe over together. Some of them ski, maybe, I don't know, like cross-country ski. Most of them just snowshoe because, yeah, it's snowshoe because they need the
tracks.
They need the tracks, yeah. And they also use ropes to tie on, so person to person to person.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chain, and so they don't walk to get, like they walk in a long line. Everybody is tied on with ropes, even though they know the ice. Like John checks the ice thickness with radar through Environment Canada. He's well aware of where everything is. Roxy loves to go, but this time she's going to stay at home with me because there's no room in the car.
Mm.
Because they're taking Sarah's boyfriend this time for the first time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so Vinny's going to go with them. So he's going to have all four of them in the truck
Mm-hmm.
with all of their stuff, because you have to sled it in. So not only are you on your snowshoes with poles, you've got a sled strapped to you that you're pulling with all of your water, food, clothing, anything that you want, you're carrying it in. So fortunately for us, Vinny seems to really like it up there.
That's great.
Which means that he's got our go-ahead to, like our daughter. We like him.
Is he from a winter climate?
He's from, oh goodness, Indiana.
Oh.
The middle of the state. That's where he was born.
Yeah.
And then
So he's
he
not
was
a stranger to winters.
No, he's not a stranger to winters, but definitely they don't have winters like we have
Right.
here. And you know that huge snowstorm that Toronto got?
Yeah.
Sarah and Vinny now live in Toronto. And there was an epic snowstorm a couple weeks ago. Like, Toronto hasn't seen a snowstorm like that in years and years and years. And they were there.
Oh, that's amazing.
They actually got snowed in. And yeah, Vinny thought it was crazy.
Yeah.
He thought it was
That's
crazy, but it was really fun. So I called them on the Friday or it was Thursday or whatever. And I said, you guys better go and get some extra groceries because I think you're going to be snowed in. And Vinny's like, I don't even have my boots yet. And I'm like, what if you need boots? Anyway, I have, if I have time this weekend, I have a new start planned. And that new start that I have planned is Hyperbole by the Artsy Housewife. Actually, I have a few new plans start. I'm going to tell you about the other ones in a minute. I don't think I have the cover sheet here. I will put in, if I forget, because I'm not sure about my editing time this afternoon, Artsy Housewife Hyperbole. If I forget to put a picture in, you should go and check out, I know she uses it as the screen capture of one of her floss tubes, one of their floss tubes, Gigi and Boone, the Artsy Housewife, as well as her Instagram feed. I'm always asked, I'm reminded, what is this piece right here? This is an Artsy Housewife piece called Golden Delicious. There is this lighter version as well as a version done on a dark fabric. I think it's called Dark Golden Delicious. This one here is our Roxy conversion. I'm also always asked about this piece. That is Gwyneth's Bouquet by Maximum Cross Stitch. And it is one of my most treasured finishes. It's the favorite thing, one of the favorite things I've ever stitched. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so Hyperbole. The colors in this, I'm going to stitch it on Cove. This is one of Kerri's newer linens. It was from a fabric club from last year that is now in the regular collection. It's kind of a pale sage green. It's so usable, like for everything. And here's the floss pack on it. Look at that. Look at that. Those colors. So I know that this was a Patreon chart, and I believe that it's coming out at market. Yeah. So I don't think the chart is available yet until it's a market release, but in the chart there is a Roxy version. And so I was hoping to get some of the stitching done before the chart was released at market so that if people were interested in what the Roxy version looked like, because Gigi's model was done with the DMCs, but she includes the Roxy version in her chart. So I thought if people wanted to see what it looked like, then they would at least have the beginning of something to see. Oh, it's so beautiful. So technically it's my job to start this. For sure. Right? So that is on the menu for this weekend. So I didn't finish really what I was saying there. I have an empty house this weekend. Yeah. For 3 days.
Start-a-palooza.
It might just be Start-a-palooza.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited.
There we go.
So I do have to learn to push the record button. So we were just telling you all about the camera and hoping that we look pretty good, right? So
yeah, it's really impressive.
Yeah, I'm super pleased with not having to fight with the focus. I mean, that right there, that's genius.
Well, and not having to plan with that whole timeout feature at whatever
23 minutes and 49 seconds. Yeah, the camera would shut off because I don't know why. It was a stupid feature.
And then the batteries, dealing with the batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, the batteries would die and the SD card would be full. So, yeah, I'm pretty pleased. Okay, so we have some things to share. Stuff that's kind of new fabrics that are in the shop, in the collection, ready to go, as well as a couple of other bits of information. So the Patreon Flosstube that we did at the end of January, we talked a little bit about something pretty exciting that we're going to be bringing here to the workshop, and that is in-house printing with like a very, very, very nice printer, as well as a cutter and presser folder, the whole kit and caboodle. And so there are designers that we work with where we already print their charts. Maximum Cross Stitch, Modern Folk Embroidery, Hemlock and Rye, a lot of our UK designers like Cosford Rise, oh my goodness, my head, Crow's Feet Stitching, as well as Diana Bloom. We print Diana's charts. But up until now, we've been sending them to a local print shop here in London. And so that's why all of our booklets, the booklet charts that we sell from those designers, they follow a really standard format. They all look very similar. So we are now going to start doing that here so that we can print on demand and not have to purchase bulk volume in order to, because obviously the more you buy at one time, your price goes down. So doing this will hopefully, keep our inventory costs lower, as well as storage room. We have no plans to move anytime soon from this building. We had thought that we would, but it's just not in the cards. And so we are trying to think of ways that make the space that we already have and that really does work quite well for our system together.
It really does.
That ways that we can rework the space that we have. And something that takes up a lot of room are charts. They are heavy, they're bulky, and when you have 100 of one thing, waiting for it to sell, it takes up a lot of room. So adding the in-house printing is our way to kind of, for future moving forward, as well as the inventory that we currently have, starting to reduce the amount and then print on demand new charts. But it also allows us the ability to bring in more charts and not have to guess what's going to sell. We do things a little differently than a typical needle workshop where we don't carry everything. We try to work directly with designers for the most part and do conversions to Kerri's materials that we want to use, because of course this is what we make. And generally we have been working with most of the designers that we are doing that with, the ones that we've been printing their charts. And so moving forward, we hope to add more designers to let us print their charts here. And of course, there's a lot involved there, right? Like you need to produce something that the designer is going to be happy with. It's going to look like their product to the best of our ability. And also there's a trust issue there, right? Because we have access to their PDF, we are printing it. And so we have a system set up where John has a FileMaker database that pulls information from our shop, and the designers we will pull sales numbers from that. And I know this is kind of a little bit of background information that maybe you don't care about, maybe you do. I find it interesting and I spend a lot of my day working on it. So we're starting small, and many of you know that we are particular fans of Gigi and Boone, the Artsy Housewife, and we are going to start printing their charts. So it means that we won't be limited to, and I know that we bring in most of their charts, but now we will have them all, and they will never be out of stock. Now, obviously it is a major investment, but we feel that it's one that's worth it moving forward into the future. And so I have started gently communicating with some of the designers who we already work with, who we don't print their charts, and we're starting there. So Artsy Housewife They are a go. We also are going to be working with Teresa Vanette, Kitten Stitcher. We will be printing her charts, and two in particular that we're just starting. Hannah's working on the conversions now to get them listed soon. One of them is Hope, which I love that design. I love that design. And the other one is Painted Flowers, which has been on my radar for a long time because it's that long strip with it's got the, like, it's really beautiful, very unique. I love it. So those two are going to be going in soon, as well as she has some very popular Pennsylvania red designs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Ellen started one last week because it just so happens that Kerri has a brand new linen. It is the most beautiful red. This. And Hannah gave it the perfect name. It's called Farmhouse. Now, in the screen, it's showing slightly more orange than it is in reality. Think about a farmhouse red. That is exactly the color that it is. And so Teresa's Pennsylvania charts with Betty White floss look amazing. Amazing. So we already have one of the Pennsylvania charts, Pennsylvania Christmas. We have one of them. It's the one with the deer, and it's more of a square. That's the one that Ellen started last week. And I think Teresa has two others. Those are coming very soon. The printer is supposed to be installed on the 23rd or the 24th here. And so at that point, we, as soon as we figure out what we're doing and learn how to use the thing properly, obviously we have some training to do. Then that will begin. So Farmhouse is now available. It's in the shop. It's part of the regular collection. And for fun, I wanted to show you the even weave because it's not, as usual, even weave is a little lighter, but it's beautiful. This is the even weave. So same dye lot, same dye bath. This is the difference. This is 25 count even weave, and this is 40 count linen. So it's beautiful. So we do have this available as even weave, Aida, and linen in the farmhouse color, and it's new and it's spectacular. Like really, really good.
It's really nice. It fills that gap between
Candy Apple is the
Apple
really bright,
and
modern,
Cherry Cobbler.
vibrant, and Cherry Cobbler is the sort of magenta maroon.
Yeah.
And this is just, it's a beautiful, beautiful red. Yeah, I love it. And then the third new to us designer, and it will be zero surprise to you that we love her charts. It's Jessica of Jedex Stitch. So
it's exciting.
yeah. So we are going to be the goal is eventually that the designers who we print their charts, we will be adding their entire catalogs. It's going to take some time. So this is eventually. So we're starting with a few of their designs, and then as they release new designs, we will have those, and then maybe we'll add one or two more of their older designs into the catalog at the same time. So it's going to take us some time, but that's the goal. So this is why I don't want to have too many, like trying to keep it manageable.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, this could get out of hand very quickly.
We do not go to market. We don't. We do sometimes have some of the newer releases that come out at market from the designers that we work with when they are available for shops to start selling, like the Artsy Housewife and Pansy Patch Stitchery as well, Quilts and Stitchery. But we do not go to market. We do not sell the Nashville exclusives. So all of the pre-orders for all of the Nashville charts, because occasionally we do get asked, we don't sell those. So we know that there are so many other wonderful needlework shops out there that do the pre-orders for Nashville, and we highly recommend that's where those charts, if you've got your eye on a chart, we don't list things like that. So I don't know why I put that right there, but it twigged my memory because somebody had asked about whether we were going to market. And I think we've talked about it before, but we tend to do things a little differently in that we focus a lot on sometimes older designs as well as more limited designer numbers. So that's where that was coming from. So Jessica, Jedex Stitch. You know that Kerri has done some very popular conversions.
Yes.
Blueberry J.
I love Jedex designs so much.
Yeah. So you have 3 on the go.
4.
I
I have 4 Jessica designs on the go
And I am about to start a new one.
because I have no business starting another one.
And I have no Jedex Stitches projects on the go. So it's only fair that I get to stitch one too.
So this is the one that started it all.
This started the love affair.
So this is Cherry Magpie, and maybe a few people might have started it at
A few.
Stitch North.
It
in
was the
spring.
project of last year's Stitch North. A lot of people, oh, look at the color. Look at that color.
So this was a Roxy Floss conversion that I did, and it's on Temptation. And I think there's a lot of people that are trying to get this finished for this Stitch North. So that's exciting.
If you're coming to Stitch North and you're stitching this, even if it's not finished,
bring it.
I would love to get, and I know that you were probably all going to do this anyways. I would love to get a photo of everybody holding up their Temptation with Cherry Magpie. It's so beautiful.
This is so close to being
It's
finished
so
for me.
beautiful.
I would love to have this finished, but that might not be an attainable goal, but
That's okay. It'll get finished when it
Yeah.
gets finished. It's stunning. Wow.
So that was I don't know. After this, I don't know in which order I started, but this is probably the one that you forgot that I started. This one is Witch's Road.
Witch's Road.
And it's just
I totally forgot
it's
about
a wee little
look
thing.
it.
And this is the one with all the beads.
It's so pretty.
And I bought like $200 worth of beads because it's really hard to buy beads online. So I just wanted to cover all my bases.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Look at, okay, Witch's Road.
And it's just tiny, like that's
beautiful.
it.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's
And you
probably-
know what? I'm not surprised you haven't. It's 40 count. You've got this on.
Oh yeah, there's no
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Do you want me to take this one over?
You've got a few things on the go, so
I have nothing on the go.
yeah.
No, because with your magnifier at home,
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
can get things
Yeah.
sorted out.
yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Plus, you did spend all that money on the beads.
Yeah.
It would be a shame. Okay, so Witch's Road. This
Witch's
is
Road.
40 count Sea Party is
Yes.
the linen,
Yeah.
and that's Kerri's conversion. But we don't have this one listed.
I don't think so.
No, this one's
No.
not listed.
So if you want the conversion, just DM me or email or whatever. I can get you the conversion. And I could probably recommend the beads when I get to that stage. This is Blueberry J.
Look at that. That looks so good.
Looks like I might be closing in on a page finish on that, or maybe I do have a
Oh.
page finish on that.
Look at this color right there. That is so
And
beautiful.
that's Sea Breeze or Sea
Yeah.
Party? Sea Breeze.
Did I call the other one Sea
I
Breeze?
don't know.
It's Sea Party.
Sea Party.
Yeah, like Tea Party. But it's a Sea Party.
Okay. I believe you.
I think you're right. I think I did say Sea Breeze for the other one. I apologize if I said that. It's Sea Party. And again, this is Kerri's conversion of Blueberry J. That's beautiful. 32 count
Yeah.
2 strands of floss. That's beautiful.
Love that. And then the next one, I think I started.
I think this
after.
next one so far is my favorite.
I do love this one. Now Hannah did the conversion at Stitch North for this.
Yep.
And then when I started it, I think I used a different. She did the conversion for Shiloh, who did a really neon green fabric.
Yeah.
And then I did it on Irish coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to tweak one thread color, but other than that, this is Hannah's conversion.
Look at this. Oh, I love this so much. You know what? I was wrong. This is
Aviary.
yeah, but this is caramel latte.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
because of the modeling.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's my fault. This is caramel latte, which is Irish coffee with more modeling on the fabric. You can see this modeling here. That's the difference between those two linens. Look at that stitching. Kerri, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, Hannah's conversion was really awesome.
It's so pretty. So it's called Aviary, and this is on 32 count, 2 strands over 2. Caramel latte. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, really love it. Just all of Jessica's designs are so amazing.
Yeah.
So, Caroline, I don't know if you posted that. You didn't
Which
post
one?
that video that we did yesterday. That's
No,
down the
that's for
road.
Kerri's Kitchen
Okay.
on Patreon, yeah.
So, I like cross stitch, which is a newer design of Jessica's. Love it. That's the one that Caroline's going to start.
Yeah,
soon.
I love it.
So we did up a conversion for it, and of course we had to dye a new linen color. So we're working on that, and we're in the right color family, but we just have to dial it down a bit because
Yeah.
it's quite in your face right now. So this is the thread pack that we're going with.
So this is coming. It's
Yeah.
not available yet,
No.
but Kerri's working on it.
And this is
This was
In the color.
attempt A.
that's in the color family, but it's got to be dialed back a lot.
So
that's
it's
what's
coming. It's coming. Yeah, I am really excited to start that.
Yeah,
So
exciting.
that's the plan.
We love you, Jessica.
That's the plan. We love you, Jessica. Okay, so now, because we've just been talking about Sea Party, I want to show you something.
Oh, yeah.
So, many of you know, pretty much since we started doing conversions here to Roxy Floss at the beginning, one of our very first ones was the Winter Quakers design by Rosewood Manor. And I think that the floss pack is still, something happened with it because a couple of the flosses were one of a kind, and I think they have replaced. I'm gonna have to double check that. But Hannah has done Autumn Quakers, Summer Quakers, and now Spring Quakers, which is actually, I'm fibbing. Spring Quakers is the one we started with. Spring Quakers was actually probably the very first conversion that we ever did. No,
No.
it was Spring Quakers
Okay.
because you did that one of a kind linen that we called, what did we call it? I can't even remember, but it was kind of like a pink background with a green model on it.
Oh, wow.
And that's
Okay.
what so I started, because we sold it, but we only had very limited numbers with a floss pack. And I started mine, but then a couple of the colors weren't able to be recreated. And then you could not recreate the linen at that
checks out.
time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, Kerri was dyeing in her laundry room
Yeah.
at her home. And so recreating these things was very challenging. And so
When I was dyeing linen in Ziploc baggies.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I sort of abandoned my whip because we could not recreate what we had originally sold.
Mhm.
So now that Hannah had done all of the, like the other 3 Quakers were done, she went in and she reworked the floss pack for our conversion for this chart. And so here's the new pack, okay?
Nice.
And the recommended linen it resembles what you see on the cover is going to be Cove. That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So there's Cove with her conversion. So this is what Hannah chose as the sort of, if you want it to kind of look like the model, this is where you're going to go.
I love that we're able to revisit this.
Yeah, me too. I mean, these Quakers are timeless. And then I said, you know, I'd love to see that on a darker version of this, but we don't really have anything that's darker than this tone. And Hannah said, well, what about Sea Party? Sea Breeze. So it is Sea Breeze? It's not Sea Party? Do we have a linen called Sea Party?
We do. It's like a really bright blue.
So, but this one is
Sea Breeze.
That's Sea Breeze. Sea Party is like bright blue.
okay. What did we just call this?
I said it was like Sea Party because I thought I was wrong that it was Sea Breeze. I forgot that we have Sea Breeze and Sea Party.
Okay, we can just maybe put a little. We can just put one of an asterisk and.
Please ignore
This
everything
is-
that we're saying right now.
This is Sea Party.
Oh,
yeah, that is pretty
yes,
bright.
Now
Wow.
I remember. Okay. I'm sorry.
We don't know stuff about stuff.
Hopefully you didn't just like run over and buy a whole bunch of Sea Party
Because
thinking
you're going to be disappointed.
because you're going to be disappointed if you think that's what you're getting because that's Sea Breeze.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll figure out how to fix what I said. I'm constantly having to try to figure out how to fix what I said. So
It's all good.
Sea Breeze. Thank you, Hannah. Look. Spring Quakers on Sea Breeze.
That is like so loud on the camera.
I know.
Can we back this up maybe?
Okay.
Does that someone correct it when we back it up? It's still really turquoisey on
Yep.
the camera.
So it's in real life, it's not quite as turquoise.
Yeah.
Maybe hold up one of your pieces because these could be different dye lots too, right? So here's the question. Is mine Sea Party? No, mine's
No.
Sea Breeze. It's just a different dye lot.
Yeah.
Right?
What count is yours? It's a bigger
28.
Count. 28. That makes
Yeah.
sense. So it's a little bit darker,
Okay.
but it's definitely the same color
Yes.
family.
So it is
we're
Sea
fine.
Breeze. So
We're fine.
you can see the color difference here. It just means they were dyed at different times of the year. Mine's a little bit darker. Carrie's
But
is slightly
it's
lighter.
On camera, it is
Yeah.
coming up very turquoise.
Right. But in real life, the difference is not quite as marked.
Yeah.
But this floss pack on this linen or on that version of the linen,
Yeah.
epic. So what I'm going to do, I am going to start hopefully this weekend, because it is my job. I don't plan on finishing both of these, but I think it's important that we see what the stitching looks like on both of these fabrics. So I'm going to start in the middle and I'm going to do a motif on each fabric so that we can show what it looks like on both. So I probably will try, if I get around to one or both this weekend, I'll also try to share these on my Instagram stories, what they look like.
Yep.
I'm really excited about that. So that made me think about the reason why I went down that path of trying to find something that was darker than Cove or what the designer had called for was because when Hannah did summer Quakers, this is the floss pack for summer Quakers. I don't have a chart with me right here, but we put it on Powder Puff, which is our pale pink linen, and it's beautiful. So summer Quakers, we have it on this linen. We had a customer choose Love Bug and do it on Love Bug, and it also looks amazing, but it's a more modern, deeper pink. So here's Love Bug, and she finished it too. It was, I can't remember who it was, but oh, it was so beautiful. And so they did summer Quakers on Love Bug, and either is gorgeous, either one. So it really is personal taste. This is probably a little more traditional. This is going to be a little bit more modern, but equally beautiful. So that's the Quakers, and also plans for this weekend. There are a few other linens that are new that we've never shared. I don't think we've shared them here. Two in particular are from fabric clubs from 6 months ago, ish. So this first one is called Two Plums Up. It's gorgeous. Sorry, there we go. So this is Two Plums Up. It does have a slight plum undertone, a brownie plum, beautiful light modeling. And then we have the dark, rich version of this tone, and it's called Kalamata. There, look at that. It's beautiful. That really is beautiful, Kerri. So, two brand new in the catalog collection colors, Kalamata, which is the darker one, and Two Plums Up, which is the lighter one. And we have them in Ada as well. We also have them, we have the Two Plums Up in Even Weave, right?
Because I think when this was on Even Weave, it came out very
light. And we don't offer traditional Even Weave in the clubs. Right. So we stuck with what you guys had already done for the clubs.
I can take Two Plums Up.
Okay. So yeah, so that's new and available. And then Ellen, my friend, your friend, our friend of the workshop, designer, Maximum Cross Stitch, she has been working on a collection of patterns. So far it's a trio. There might be one or two more coming. And they are going to be released in March, probably mid to end March. They're wonderful. They're wonderful. Like, you're going to love them. I have the third one at the framer right now. So Ellen wanted a very specific linen color for this one design. And so these guys, ask and ye shall receive. She wanted it based on the floss called Knockout. And I think they delivered. So, welcome to the collection, Knockout. She's a beauty. That's a good one. Beautiful, beautiful linen. So, in March, you will see what Ellen needed this for, and it's really good. We have it also available on Ada, and we have Even Weave as well. I brought some to show you. Oh, here it is.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Yeah. 25. We have the counts. Different counts are in the shop. There's Even Weave right there. So there's your comparison. It's a little bit lighter, as is the case, as is the way. This is the way. Linen, Even Weave. And it's called Knockout. Because it does match the floss. Ooh, that's
It
right.
almost matches. The Even Weave almost matches the floss.
There we go. So, Knockout. And I did bring one other linen up to share with you because I feel like it's a really quiet seller in the collection, and not a lot of people Not a lot of people have started using it yet, so it's not getting a lot of traction. But when I look at it, it's such a perfect background. It's called Platinum, and it's an icy silver color. So we have Glacier, which is our kind of icy blue.
Yeah.
This is a much more gray silver. It's beautiful. It's really
Almost
pretty.
reads white until you
Yeah.
put white beside
Until
it.
you look at it beside other things, and it's just beautiful. Kerri did
European bee eater.
boomerang stitches
Yeah.
on it, and it's wonderful. So that's called Platinum. And again, that was originally a linen club, and it is now a fabric club. It's now a part of the regular collection. I think we must have Ada, and we also have Even Weave, or did we? Yeah, we would have had.
Sure.
No, because this was
Oh,
traditional.
That was traditional. Okay.
So we don't have Even Weave.
Yeah.
But we have Glacier Even Weave.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Good.
I think that was it. I think we did it all.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think so.
that's it. Thanks for joining us today.
Hopefully this has audio.
Hopefully this has audio. I'm about to find out. And I'm going to finish that pillow, and hopefully I will have proven that I've finished the pillow earlier in this video. I'll pop it in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, take care, everybody. We'll see you around, and
Everybody have a great weekend. I think it's a long weekend in the States as well, isn't it? Isn't it President's Day on Monday or something?
I'm not sure. And Family Day isn't a stat it's not a stat holiday in every province, but it is in Ontario
Mm-hmm.
and several other provinces. If you are lucky enough to have a Family Day holiday, I might be wrong about that. It might be a federal. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah. We don't know.
To our fellow Ontarians who have Monday as Family Day, we hope that you have a wonderful little break. Okay, and we'll see you guys soon.
Happy stitching.
Happy stitching.